Schyneida is the fighter. I would say she's like the calm, like she gonna creep up at the end. She's gonna always speak her mind as well, but she's gonna be quiet, let everybody say what they need to say, and then Schynida's gonna come in with her like, oh no, this is not what's happening.
What comes up for me as an advocate, prior to PTBI, I knew Schyneida because we've been working out in the field with moms. So whenever people are like asking me, what are the resources? What can I do? Like, Schyneida is the person that you go to. She's the go-to in San Francisco for resources, information. Schyneida has the hookup. She gets you connected to things.
My name is Schyneida Williams. I joined the Preterm Birth Initiative Community Advisory Board back in 2016. Something surprising about my work during this time is I didn't see this journey from the beginning. When I first applied to be on the CAB, it was very important to me to step into a space and have this voice. But I literally thought it was gonna be, a one-year thing. I was surprised at the way that we were cared for, in the way that it was important for us to build relationships first. And that had never happened for me before in these type of situations of just being a community voice. And so some of those things were surprising. This experience changed me so much professionally. I think the CAB and being on the CAB has a lot to do with where I am today over these last 7 years. I feel like that I did so much one-on-one impact with case management and one-on-one with pregnant women that I feel where I am now, I owe a lot to the CAB and the spaces and places that I've been in to grow professionally, that now I feel like that I step up in spaces where sometimes I'm the only, but I'm in that space to represent the voices and experiences of community where they don't get a chance to get a voice in or a seat at the table. I still am in a place where I give my perspectives to leadership and play a part in decision making. A lot of what had to do with the CAB is why I facilitate 3 different advisory boards myself. I think that being on the CAB also allowed us to expand and see ourselves as consultants of our own right. We are navigators of our own lives. We are not just a community voice that you come get and give a gift card to for hearing my wholehearted experience. And so now I move that way when I set up my different advisory groups. It's important how people are compensated. I get that from the CAB blueprint. It's important that we pour back into community. It's important that we know that we have broken trust within community. So I approach things differently now that I see myself on the other side. And when I say that, I mean, for a long time, I'm just a community representative. I'm from the community of a large population who have the most social determinants and negative outcomes. I am a mom of a preterm baby. I worked for a community organization for a long time, but now I am in the institution and at UCSF. And so coming from that side and being on this side, I think that I have something in me that you can't teach. I feel that there's such slow movement. Sometimes it makes me angry. I feel that we are, or myself is in a position to take the torch from people who came before me, who were social justice warriors and who worked so hard on this work, to know that I am continuing this work. I really, really hope one day that there's not a generation for me to pass the torch to. I want to make change. I won't stop at anything to try to make a move on the needle for Black maternal health. I think there's opportunity for there to be a shift. I think in some ways there are things that are shifting and I can see where work is being done. I can't see myself not being in a space professionally that is not geared towards reproductive justice and social justice, especially for Black women all over the world. It's close to me because of my personal experience of being a Black mom, of a preemie, of my experience with the healthcare systems and institutions, my experience with systems that are not broken, systems that are put in place to do what they're doing, which is to make barriers for us, harm us, exclude us and not respect our voice. And so I feel that we should be headed for change, but it shouldn't take us so long to get there. The things that I'm looking forward to in the future for myself, I'm really excited at the idea that over the years, what we've been doing, especially with the CAB, without the title, was being a consultant. And so I'm really interested in developing more and learning more about what that means for me. Something that happened for me that I want to expand on, especially during COVID, and I'm wearing an example today, is I started my own t-shirt business, and it's called State My Piece, and that's PEACE, no typo. It's a slow start, you know, I'm a mom and full-time worker, but I did solidify that business name, and I look forward to making many more statement t-shirts, learning about how to become a consultant and putting myself out there more. And one day, most of all, I really want to have a topic of my own, a project of my own that allows me to go all around the world. I'm a mother of a preterm baby. I'm a mother of one. I'm a Black mother. I am a pillar in my community. I'm a social justice warrior. I am a public speaker. I am the one to speak up for my community in spaces and places where they don't get the seat at the table.